When you're 77 years over everyone's shit person, you should try to make more friends. Me? When everybody's going through drama, but you're antisocial, so nothing happens to you. Sorry, I've got to cancel our plans today. Introverts. Me. I don't understand why I don't have any friends. Also me, when I see someone I recognize in public. When I have to keep removing my headphones because someone keeps talking to me. Me every time I'm out in public. There's too many people on this earth. Me to myself. This is annoying. This conversation is annoying. This person is annoying. I hope I'm hiding it well. My face. Introverts at a social event, overstimulated and trying to figure out how to leave early. My mom. I gave all your old toys to your little cousin, 24-year-old me. Teacher. Tell us about yourself. Me. Unprepared. I was born at a very young age, when you're extremely stressed out. But you keep a positive attitude because you know this too shall pass. Your 20s will be the greatest years of your life. Me in my 20s. Them. You're so quiet. Me. I wish you were too. Introverts. I would like to award you the highest honor I can bestow. Liking being with you more than with me, myself, and I. When it's your recharge day. When you have social obligations that day, you can't back out of. When someone tells you, tell me about yourself. And you're trying to remember who the heck you are. When you make plans while you're in a good mood, but then the day comes and you would actually rather die. When your social battery ran out, but you can't leave yet. Introverts when plans get cancelled at the last moment. I'll never talk to you again. Introverts, a blessing from the Lord. Introverts around people. Introverts alone. Introverts online. Introverts in their imagination. First rule of family gatherings. Always bring your own vehicle so you can leave when you want. Me after 5 minutes of talking with people. Okay, that's enough of that. I can't this weekend, I'm going to be busy. Me this weekend. When you're not affectionate and someone tries to hug you, do you have any hobbies? Me? Friends. What are your plans this weekend? What is one thing that became more clear as you got older? Why the Grinch wanted to live alone with his dog? No one. Introverts with their friends. I love talking to you, even if I have nothing to say. Me after having to socialize for 10 minutes. I'll see you again in 25 years. My mom pulling me out of my room to meet the guests. Me watching people build friendships while I'm afraid to start conversations. It's officially once I'm home, I ain't coming back out season. Introverts in public. Introvert with introverts. No one. 2 introverts on their first date. I don't know how to do this. I don't even know what we're doing. Don't you get bored being alone? Me. What you call boring, I call peaceful. Me pretending to be busy on my phone in public spaces to avoid social interactions. When you're getting out of bed and already feel how frustrating the day is gonna be. Me, whenever I get invited to something. Me, whenever I'm not invited to something. When one of the fake scenarios you made in your mind turns into a real situation and you know exactly what to do next. Why do you not post more selfies? I have what they call an unattractive face. Me, recharging for 6 months after going out one Friday night. I always think I look really friendly and approachable when really I look like this. When someone asks me why I never leave the house. Unfortunately, there are people in our society, when you make plans to be social earlier in the week, but when the day comes, you're like, when everybody's going through drama, but you're antisocial, so nothing happens to you. Introverts surrounded by people. Introverts alone. Introverts on the internet. Happiness is knowing you don't have to set an alarm for the next day. Me. Why haven't I made any friends in college? Me when the lecture ends. My phone with don't disturb mode on. My phone with don't disturb mode off. When your mom makes you go get bread and you see someone you know. Shirt I want to buy. Has no price tag. Mom, why don't you ask the sales lady over there? Me. But that's social interaction and I don't support it. When you take a selfie with your extrovert friend. When you've got a deep rage burning inside you, but you've got to act nice because you're at work. Me at a job interview claiming I can work under pressure. Also, me working under pressure. Me making a phone call. God, I hope they don't answer. Me. I can't wait for my day off. Me on my day off. Nobody. Me dissociating in the middle of a conversation. Introverts after finally learning to say no. My ancestors who survived in wars and famines watching me panic and rehearse lines before making a phone call. Me, I'm going to stop being shy. Also me at every social event. People my age on a Saturday night. Me on a Saturday night, happiness is knowing you don't have to set an alarm for the next day. Me after socializing for 5 mins. I'll see you again in 25 years. Me, it's fine, don't overthink it. Also me for the rest of the day. Introverts when the elevator doors close before anyone can get on. When you eat because you're sad, but now you're just fat and sad. Okay, class, now I want everyone to introduce themselves and say one fun fact about, hey, aren't you that person on Facebook that shares lit memes all day? Me. Who? Me. How I sleep at night knowing that there's no drama in my life because I'm antisocial as fuck. Apparently staying to yourself and not bothering people bothers people. Now that I've gotten older, I've come to realize why Bigfoot stays away from people. Sorry for not keeping in touch, I have literally nothing to say. In Finland, we have one-person benches because we don't like getting too close to other people. Me. How much is a flight to Finland? Me filling the room with negative energy because I don't want to be there. Sometimes all a person needs is that one missing piece. A house in the middle of nowhere, far away from other people. When you make plans with someone and they bring extra people. I am introverted to the point I keep telling myself I want to go home even when I am home. Me smiling at you because I didn't hear anything you just said. Me calculating how my soulmate is going to find me when I barely post pics online, have only 3 friends, and I don't like going anywhere.